How about the ovation for Matt Riddle?
One of the hottest free agents in professional wrestling today, making his Major League Wrestling debut. You know, you mentioned the confidence of somebody like Tom Lawlor and maybe a little bit of the arrogance that he shows as well. He's got the cornermen. You saw the stockings over their heads, you know, just a little intimidation factor. A guy like Matt Riddle, even just looking at it, you can tell that that kind of stuff just rolls right off of him.
Matt Riddle, easygoing guy. Here's a guy that is a graduate of the Monster Factory. I think anybody that follows pro wrestling knows what the Monster Factory has done and all the great stars that they have brought out of that, like Bam Bam Bigelow, Chris Candido, Raven, The Big Show, and now here is Matt Riddle answering the challenge here on Never Say Never.
Look at the getup that Tom Lawlor's wearing. The special tuxedo T-shirt.
Yeah, he's got style, okay? And Matt Riddle looks like he just walked off the set of a surfing movie. Like, did you ever see Johns from Cincinnati on HBO?
Negative.
Okay, didn't think you did. But that was a surfing television show that I think was so popular on HBO it lasted like 3 episodes. And he looks like he walked right out of that, man. He could have been cast in that one.
Well, Tony, this matchup, 2 crossover fighters set to battle each other. And quite honestly, I mean, this is as real as it gets. What a marquee matchup for Major League Wrestling.
I agree. Matt Riddle left the UFC on a 4-fight winning streak to turn pro as a wrestler, and the man hasn't looked back since. And what did he just tell him? Did he tell him he was going to make him submit?
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Hear those bro chants?
Yep.
He calls himself the Super King of Bros. What kind of style do you think we're going to see in this match? I mean, these are 2 guys who are very adept at the MMA style of fighting, but have both crossed over as well into the professional wrestling.
Well, it appears to me from what I just saw, what I just heard in the ring, that Riddle told Lawlor, he said, I'm going to make you tap out, I'm going to make you submit. And Lawlor likes to say he's undefeated, kind of shook his finger at him. Said absolutely not.
Media from both the MMA world and the professional wrestling world here tonight in Orlando to cover this fight.
Tell you, there's another factor in here. Marcus Carter, who's our referee, he really has the work cut out for him. Because he's a professional wrestling referee with 2 guys who have this MMA background. He may be a little bit more lenient within the rules of pro wrestling in this match, Rich, which is okay by me. I like lenient rules. You know, they always said rules were made to be broken.
Lawlor.
I have no idea where I got that from. I guess it was from my years with the late Bobby Heenan. I'm not sure. And there he's putting his reverse chokehold on him. And now he's trying to get him, see, he's trying to get him to tap out right now. And the referee checking in. So he's trying to end this match very quickly.
Trying to get that bro mission locked in.
And he got to the ropes. Oh, he got his foot. There you go.
Finally getting that bottom foot on the rope, and the referee
a lot of times
forced to break the count.
Sorry, Rich. A lot of times the referee will call the count when they get the foot underneath the ropes. But that time he had to wait, did the referee Marcus Carter, until the foot was on top of the ropes. And here goes Riddle.
Starting to pick up the pace in this one. A couple of forearms, a big chop right to the chest.
Yeah, notice he's working on the upper body. He tried with that bromission hold to cut off the wind supply to get a submission. And now he's continuing to work on the upper body here.
With momentum right into the corner. One more time, running forearm by Riddle.
Using the ring very nicely. That's pretty good. For a guy who's had such an MMA background, being able to use the pro wrestling ring is an advantage.
Whoa!
Whoa! A lot of steam behind that.
Lawlor came charging. Riddle met him with the forearm, and we talked about the corner men earlier, Tony.
Well, they're serving their purpose. A lot of the fans here are booing here at the Guild, but they serve their purpose. He's getting himself a break. And the old cliche, there's no timeout in pro wrestling. Well, yeah, there is, and you're seeing it right now. You get it by stretching the rules here before the 10 count. You can get a timeout.
That is exactly what Tom Lawlor has in mind.
This is smart. You may not like it, you may not appreciate it, but this is smart from Lawlor. Now, what he's talking about here, this could be some sort of devious game plan.
How so?
Well, I mean, why would he go over and talk to his... Only thing maybe he could say is, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. If it happens again, pull me out again. Or maybe he wants to get these guys involved in the match. You never know. I mean, if he's got this win streak he's talked about that he's never lost, he'll do anything to keep it. And there he goes with that submission hold once again.
Matt Riddle trying to force Tom Lawlor to fade away. And Lawlor a little off balance. Oh.
Look at Riddle.
Still has it locked in.
Yeah, he's got the legs wrapped around the midsection. Got a hook within the knees. Oh boy, that broke the hold. No, maybe not.
Riddle still has it locked in. And look at Lawlor fading. I mean, he has done everything that he possibly can. Literally taking Riddle off his back, and then that's all it takes. And look at Riddle one more time. Bro mission.
He's got it at the center of the ring, Rich.
This time there is nowhere for Lawlor to go.
He's just flailing back and forth.
Lawlor starting to fade. Referee in perfect position. And this thing could be over much sooner than we thought, Tony.
Absolutely. He's got it locked in. Look at that hold around the neck, around the carotid artery. Oh, boy.
Well, you got to credit Lawlor for somehow hanging in there and just desperately charging towards the ropes. That'll break the hold.
I'll tell you, that'll break the hold, but don't...
Oh, right from behind.
Yeah, don't think the damage hasn't been done here to Tom Lawlor.
And how quickly the tide can shift.
Oh, great move.
Incredible. Suplex from the corner, launching Riddle 3/4 of the way across the ring. Thought he was going to go for the cover, but instead Lawlor just laying in some chops. Riddle literally not taking a laying down.
Yeah, we take for granted those suplexes are upper body strength. A lot of leg strength in those things too as well. And Riddle was showing that, or Lawlor was showing that.
Tremendous strength. The belly-to-belly overhead throwing suplex. And here's Lawlor setting up for the suplex into the center of the ring. Riddle down to a knee to block it, at least for the moment.
Well, Riddle's done his homework. Went down to one knee to block that suplex. Oh, couldn't block it a second time.
2 count only. Lawlor just locking in the hold on Riddle, trying to wear him down. This big matchup here at Major League Wrestling.
You know, let's not only, we talked about being called out last time. We were with one shot, but let's also not forget that Riddle and Jeff Cobb, tag team partners, friends, so he's out to avenge what happened to Jeff Cobb the last time we were here.
Planting Riddle. Somehow gets the shoulder up at 2.
And for the first time, we're seeing that Lawlor showing a little bit of frustration and now going to a submission hold here.
Now, we saw the cornerman earlier in this matchup as well. Hold on there, Riddle trying to reverse there. And Lawlor just, again, locking up Riddle in the center of the ring. But those cornermen, look at them there. You can see him so close, just angling in, looking in. We saw Lawlor go to the outside earlier on.
Well, they can be used in many ways. And one of the things they can be used is to completely to keep the encouragement up, to keep your fighter fresh, but they can also be used in devious ways as well. We talked about that, and so far they were helping him get a timeout.
Hold on, Riddle with Lawlor able to shimmy free and into a sleeper. Riddle reaching out, the fingertips. He knows what he wants, and that's to grab the top rope, but Lawlor has him tied up.
if he drops down, he could be in trouble. He's just got to try to get the momentum going. Oh! Wow, release German suplex. Oh! And he pops back up. Turn around, son.
Misses with the knee. Instead of going for the suplex, just rolls through. And now with the suplex. 2 German suplexes by Lawlor.
Yeah, the first one Riddle got out of. Second one, he's couldn't fight back
Center
from
of the
that.
ring, trying to put it away. Kick out at 2.
What we're seeing here, Rich, is a great combination of guys with an MMA style moving into pro wrestling, and I think done a great job, both of them, of using both tactics, both styles here in this match.
We've seen Lawlor in the past. I mean, he's known for honoring pro wrestling during his UFC weigh-ins. He's dressed up as several pro wrestlers for those UFC media events and is trying to make a name for himself here in the squared circle. Riddle with maybe a bit more experience here in the ring. Matt Riddle. Maybe looking for the bro to sleep, Tony. There it is!
Oh, that's it!
The BTS! Riddle! Bridging German suplex!
Oh, he got out of it.
Somehow Lawlor, 2 3/4 able to power out.
Rich, I think the fans here thought with the BTS that was going to be it. And I think that Riddle would agree. He thought it was over too. Now he's got to rethink his strategy here. And that's exactly what he's doing. He almost seems in a way kind of perplexed that he got out of it.
Riddle driving the knees into the kidneys of Lawlor.
Now that's some raw power right there.
Gut-wrench suplex. Riddle, of course. Oh, takes a lot of inspiration from Alexander Karelin. Down into the cover. Getting the shoulder up at 2.
Yeah, but that was a great pinning combination by Riddle. You know, I mentioned earlier that Riddle had more in-ring pro wrestling experience than Lawlor, and I think it's kind of showing right here now.
Lawlor going for the arm submission, and Riddle in a tremendous amount of pain, and that's how quickly Lawlor could strike.
Riddle trying to get a wide base to get out of it, and once again, wow. Really impressed with both these guys so far.
Shoulders are down. Lawlor trying to put away Riddle, who powers out at 2. You mentioned Jeff Cobb earlier on. We do understand that Jeff Cobb will be here at our next MLW event. We know that he wants to get some revenge on Tom Lawlor. And you know that that's some motivation, again, as you said, Tony, for Riddle here in this matchup. But, oh, wait a minute. I was going to say Lawlor getting the best of Riddle. Oh! Whatever it takes.
Well, he didn't try to cover him there, which is kind of a surprise. Gut wrench. Into a tombstone pile driver, maybe. Then again, maybe not.
Whoa, wait a minute, reversed by Tom Lawlor.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. That has to do it. That's got to be it. And Lawlor thinks so as well. There's a smile on his face. Out in a 1 count. A 1 count.
This could just turn into a slugfest at this point.
There he goes.
Riddle's going to answer with, oh! I was thinking tombstone, but no, plants him. Cover. 2.5. Maybe closer to 2 9/10.
You know, Rich, sometimes we forget about what it takes to become a pro wrestler. A lot of cardiovascular training and conditioning. And both these men right now are showing that they have plenty of that. Back to the upper body once again, and that was the point of attack for Riddle earlier in the match. Those elbows finding their mark in the throat, in the chin, and now
Lawlor into the arm submission.
One too many. This could be it. Some of the fans are chanting for Riddle to tap, but he's not going to do it.
Beautiful reversal by Riddle. Now more of a mat-based approach by both competitors, just trying to one-up each other in moves, and wow. Nice innovation there by Lawlor, and Riddle trying to find a way out. Right back into the arm submission. It's all about wearing down Matt Riddle. But it's been back and forth.
Well,
I mean, they've had counters for every move that each other throws.
Yeah, he's not been able to wear down Riddle at all, and they're Riddle again. It's been a pretty good game plan. And the game plan, there he goes again.
Trying to get the twister locked in, the bro mission. Lawlor desperately
Oh, he's so close to the ropes.
Desperately flailing to prevent Riddle from getting that locked in tight.
Fighting to the ropes that time. Riddle did a great job of staying on top of him.
Lawlor trying to get to a vertical base. Riddle still has the sleeper locked in.
Yeah, he's got it on, and what he's trying to do here is keep the weight on behind him to prevent him.
The rear naked choke, and
just,
Lawlor fading it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the King of Bros, Matt Riddle.
I don't know if you noticed what happened there or not. Look at Lawlor now coming to. Lawlor did not tap out. He was going out. He popped Riddle the bird. He was defiant to the end. But Matt Riddle picks up a big, big win here in Major League Wrestling.
Perhaps a measure of revenge for his friend Jeff Cobb.
Ladies and gentlemen, the King of Bros, Matt Riddle. Matt, you put filthy Tom Lawlor to sleep. How'd you do it?
Uh-oh.
We mentioned the cornermen earlier on, and whoa!
I think there's only one corner man left. Now I don't think there are any. Tom Lawlor sent his cornermen in, and they were wiped clean. So it's a victory on many levels.
Lawlor grabbing hold of his help, if you want to call him that.
Well,
he seems a little incredulous.
Yeah, Riddle said he would get him to tap out. He never did, but he got him to go out, put him to sleep.
Bro. So, Filthy Tom, you want to bring your boys into this? Your bros? Well, I can think of one bro I could bring here. So I think next month, January 11th, Matt Riddle and Jeff Cobb, the chosen bros, against you and whoever you want, bro. Bro.
Yeah, no response from Lawlor
That's
to
what I
that.
thought, bro.
Well, the challenge has been made by Riddle. Riddle and Cobb wanting to team up to